Stop sugarcoating. It's not getting you anywhere in life. See, when you tell you things like, oh, you're beautiful, don't worry about changing anything, you should just stay where you are. Toxic advice. Honestly, whenever I start talking like that, I start getting comfortable. I'm like, okay, so do I need to change myself? No, because I'm perfect the way I am. And then, you know what happens next? I sit in bed all day without any goals. I forget about them. Literally, that's how toxic sugarcoating is. It's not going to change your life. You are going to stay in the same position. If you constantly tell yourself these little pretty things like this. That's why I hate people when they go like, just be kind to yourself, you know? Sometimes it doesn't work. It only works when everything is going perfect. It's easy to be kind to yourself when everything in your life is good. See, when you wake up and your friends are being nice to you, you've got good grades, like you're motivated, you start going like, wow, it's going amazing. Do you know the real reason why you're happy at that moment and why you're telling yourself these good things? It's because you actually did something with your life. And a good day, you don't usually get good days. And on good days, that's when you're at your best, topmost level, and that's unusual. So who are you to say that you should stay in the same place if you know that when you do stay in the same place, you just feel depressed? When you're happy, you're at your best level. You're not used to that, and that's why you're happy. So don't be mad if you don't get anything when you just say, oh, I'm just gonna be happy, I'm beautiful. No. Wake up. Sometimes days aren't beautiful. Sometimes days are ugly. Sometimes you're just laying in bed, you don't want to do anything. Sometimes you get into all your bad habits, everything sucks. That's not beautiful anymore. And you have to realize that, because if you don't, you are going to continue being delusional and nothing is going to change with your life. Wake up to reality. Reality is harsh. Reality doesn't care if you're feeling bad. And no one's going to save you either. Not your mum, not your spouse, not your partner. No one's going to save you. Not your friends. No one. You have to save yourself. Literally, no one can tell you anything. They may tell you some advice, but you have to save yourself. It's your decision whether you want this or not. And you're not going to get it by telling yourself you're beautiful just the way you are. Let's face it, you would rather be someone else right now. The reason why you're looking at other models and you're like, I wish I could be like them. Yeah, you need to improve. It's a sign. If you want to be like them, that's a sign. For example, if you're overweight and you look at someone who's skinny and you feel bad about yourself, that's a sign of poor mental health and you're struggling with your own body image. Sometimes it's exaggerated. Maybe you're struggling with body dysmorphia. That's a sign. Nature always gives you a sign, you just have to stop being delusional, because you can change that mindset if you actually face reality. So say that you wanted to start getting healthier, and then one day you're like, you know what? It's okay, let's just eat all the junk food, because who cares? I'm just gonna stay the same way I am. What happened to your other goal? What happened to your desire in life? Why did you not want to lose weight? You're just trying to cover up the bad days with all these like little pretty words. Well, let's face it, honey, you're not going to get anything done if you continue with that mindset. Also, there's a thing with your identity, and based on how you view yourself / your identity, that's what you're going to do. For example, if you view yourself as a lazy person, you view yourself as a person who's always unmotivated, you view yourself as a person who hates themselves, guess what you're going to do? You're gonna do habits that make you feel like that. If you say you're overweight, you're gonna continue eating that junk food because you know that you are overweight. It all comes down to self-identity because that's the core of who you are. Identity is literally who you are. And if you view yourself negatively, you are going to do bad habits that reinforce that mentality. Because it's comforting, right? When you know that's who you are and you're just going to continue being like that. That's why when you tell yourself to just stay the same, it doesn't matter, you can just go off with your life doing the same habits that make you feel depressed. Wake up. Honestly, just wake up. You need to really start changing the identity. Who do you want to be? Not what do you want to do in life, what's your goals? No. Who do you want to be? And why do you want to do it? You have to answer to the core. I don't care if it sounds stupid. If you don't know who you are, you're gonna do stuff that's dumb because you don't know who you are. You have to know who you are in order to achieve something. Literally, go to your journal, write down, I am a, fill in the blank, and don't be like, I'm a fat person. No, write about who you want to be. So for example, if you want to be a writer, write down, I am a writer. Even if you're not, literally manipulate yourself into thinking you are a writer. Manipulate yourself into thinking that you are an architect. Manipulate yourself into thinking that you are an artist. If you start implementing this self-identity, you're going to automatically do the things that you would do because you know who you are. I was doing my alter ego, right? And an alter ego is like when you have this self-identity and you build yourself a new one and then you try and become that. I was writing it down and I was thinking, you know what? This part of me, this other part of me would not do the things that I'm doing right now. She would be productive. She would make her bed in the morning. She would do all her goals that she has in the day. She would not procrastinate. I was on my chair, I was just watching YouTube and I was watching advice videos and then I was like, hold on. She would not be like that. She would get up and do the work. And you know what I did? I got up, cleaned my room, and I began recording. That's the power of identity. Literally, if you do not know who you are, how do you expect to follow your goals in life? This was also inspired by Atomic Habits, by the way. It's a really good book. You should check it out. I'm halfway through the book. And yeah, it's really good. I might make a new video, a video later on, explaining about habits and how you can start to work on your goals. So this is also another thing he said. So 2 things I said in this video. Stop sugarcoating because it's toxic for your mentality and not all days are beautiful. And identity is everything. Because if you view yourself as a kind of person, you are going to do activities that define you as that kind of person. Hopefully this wakes you up.